And you are on whenever you would like to start.
Okay, trying to find my. Trying to get this pull up. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
that's fine. That's fine. Take your time. Hey, while we're waiting, guys, please make sure if you have not already, do that survey and send the picture that saying that you finished the survey, and I'll give you 5 extra credit points. And I need y'all to look at y'all's homework or the check your knowledges. I've noticed that for week 6, there was a lot of blanks, or not a lot of people did week 6 check your knowledge. So please make sure you try to get that week 6 check your knowledges and any other vacant spots or anything that you're missing. Go through that portal before you log off today after class. Just go through that portal and make sure that everything is done, because once you kind of log off, uh, about 90% of the time, people don't log back on if they're missing anything. So please just go through the portal before you log off today, and just kind of make sure that everything is complete. Okay, I don't want you to get zeros. All right, so it's all you now.
Okay. Okay. The name of my restaurant is Simply Elegant, and it's gonna be a restaurant that's gonna be catering to those who are health conscious and those who are restricted, have a restricted diet because of health reasons. And I wanted to come up with a restaurant that to let people know that just because you have to eat healthy doesn't mean it doesn't have to be flavorful or romantic or sexy. I
Mm-hmm.
just stuff like that. And my mission is to provide foods that will help those who those of us who have to eat healthier, not only because you want to eat healthy, but for health reasons. And I'm going to be using foods from local farmers, which means that my menu will be seasonal. And my demographics will be 20 anyone, I'm gonna say 25 and older, but you can get it for kids. And I also want to provide meals that if you like it enough that you want to buy it and that you can take home and serve it for dinner, like doing meal preps. Okay, in my menu, which I'm gonna click on a picture so I can make it bigger. I chose this style. Uh-oh. I chose this style because it's simple, yet it's also beautiful to me, and it's straight to the point, so the customer won't have to take so much time looking over what they want to order. And my prices, I let me find it. Give me one second. This is weird. Okay. With my costing sheet, I did um my
You're
mini
doing good.
avocado. Sir, I
I
get
said you're
nervous when I
doing
have to
good.
talk
Yeah,
in front of
yeah.
class.
No, you're doing great. Great. You're
Okay,
doing
I
great.
did chocolate avocado mini pies, which
Mm-hmm.
is vegan plus it's gluten free. I try to incorporate something that everybody can appeal to. So
Mm-hmm.
that was just one of my, and I rounded down because the price point when I put in all of my items, it came up to be $4.04. So I just rounded down to even $4 because I don't like personally like trying to figure out the math. So it's easier to just go with the rounded number.
Yeah, gotcha.
And let's see, I did a vegan red cabbage. Let's see if I click on that one. Okay. With applewood smoked sausage. The applewood sausage is a vegan sausage because most of
Mm-hmm.
my since I went vegan about 4 months ago, I tried to cook meals now that's mostly vegan.
Oh, nice.
It's a I was just putting together some ingredients to see how it would come out, and it actually came out pretty good. All of my recipes I did, I've already eaten them, and
Oh,
I've cooked them
nice.
here. So that's why I did the recipes the way I did, because I've
Very
already
good.
tried them. And there was this one, and I rounded that one up to $10 since it was $9.80. I just rounded it up to
Gotcha.
10. You can and then I did I like the Baja mac and cheese. You can either do it vegan or non-vegan. And you can add avocados, tomatoes, salsa verde, and breadcrumbs. So I baked it with the breadcrumbs on top, and then I just added the tomatoes and the avocado, and
Nice.
yeah, and then I did a spinach frittata, which I want to show y'all a picture of that one. That one, I was just trying something out. I used egg whites instead of the whole eggs, just to see if it would come out right. And
Uh-huh.
it really did. It was really good. Cause like I said, I like experimenting with different ingredients to see how they come out. This is what it looked like before I cooked it, and this is my out
Um,
picture.
I don't see the picture.
Oh,
You might
okay,
need to stop sharing and then share again.
okay,
Sometimes you have to do that. I don't know why.
okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, okay. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
the after.
nice.
That's the after picture. I like to take a before and after picture whenever I cook,
Mm-hmm.
just to show what it looked like. Okay, let me see if it is. Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
Nice.
before picture. So I like to, cause I mean it's just pretty. It'd be pretty
Uh-huh.
to me when I
For
first get it.
sure.
I like to take before and after pictures, and this is the Baja
Oh,
mac and
that's
cheese.
nice. Oh, that's really nice.
So it's
Nice.
just pretty much about what I want to do for my restaurant. It's
Th-
gonna be
Thank you.
suitable for anybody.
Thank you. You did a great
Welcome.
job.
Thank you.
Look at that. That was perfect. You didn't have to be nervous. You did great. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me write this down. All right. Next, who's next?
I'll go,
I
chef.
rock out if
All
Gary
right,
wants
Gary.
to go.
All right, let's see. Share screen. All right. Are you guys seeing this now?
I do.
Okay. So this is going to be my wine cafe dispensing machine restaurant in Sedona, Arizona. We'll go over some of the next following things, the elements of branding. We'll go over all 10 of these items. Actually, 9 of them I took off the branding merchandise off the presentation.
Gotcha.
Our concept is a specialty shop, a tailor-made wine and food pairing in a business casual environment. We're going to have about 60 bottles of wine in these ergonomic machines. We've already priced them out in our business model and stuff so that we can have a good amount of stuff that you can't find anywhere locally, especially stuff that you couldn't find in the grocery shop. And it's really about educating people on wine in a safe environment so that they don't feel judged and stuff. Because I find a lot of wine people are kind of snobby, and if you don't understand the lingo and stuff, they look at you really weird and stuff. So that was one of the things I wanted to try to get changed after my time in Europe.
Gotcha.
Here's our mission statement: a taste of wine where the mystery of wine is revealed in a judgment-free learning zone. Showcasing wine dispensing machines, we hope to bring people, food, and wine together while educating to explore wines less in quality, but better in quality. With made from scratch culinary creations prepared with farm to table ingredients, paired with great wines at affordable costs in an elegant but casual environment. This is the logo that we come up with.
Nice.
So definitely it's, wine forward, but the machinery, the stuff that we have in the back is just kind of to showcase the machines that we're using. So it's not, a new concept. So, it's not a wine cafe, because you can go in, these machines allow you to get a 1 ounce pour, a half a glass, or a full glass based on your decisions. Because there's a lot of times where, there's a $60 bottle of wine, and you want to buy that if you don't like it. Just because everyone else likes it doesn't mean that you will like the wine. And that's just something I always wanted to have, the ability for you to have a small little taste. During the demographics, I worked for the U.S. Census this year and 10 years ago also. These are the current numbers for Sedona, and what that kind of showed me is that we need to be targeting towards women ages 30 to 50 that are educated and that are married. So that's going to be our target audience that we're going to spend most of our time and effort marketing to. Our demographics for psychographics. Our style of service is going to be a self-service with dispensing machines, with sommeliers with the passion to teach the poetry of wine, perfectly paired with mid-scale service and tapa-style dining. It's going to have mechanical themes. Maybe we're going to have a lot of open, concept, a lot of open beams exposed, and definitely because it's Sedona, we want to have a connection with the elements and stuff, because very spiritual in that city and stuff. So we're going to have lots of open windows so that you can see the amazing views. Here's the 9 items that I costed for the menu. Appetizers, I did a tomato mozzarella and prosecco salad, a pimento cheese with Navajo bread, and a warm blue cheese dip. Some main courses, we have a shrimp and a maho with veggie studded rice and black beans, a ginger mushroom summer rolls. That's going to be kind of one of our vegetarian dishes and stuff. Gnocchi with fresh tomatoes, green olives, and smoked mozzarella. And then for desserts, we've got a chocolate souffle, some butter pecan bites, and some honey glazed apple pastries. Now we'll go into each of them, and talk about them. So the tomato mozzarella and prosecco, when we did the pricing for it, the recipe for 10 people would be $68. We're going to put it at $11 on the menu, with the food cost being 30%. And then there are the 2 wines that we're going to have paired with it. Pimento cheese with Navajo bread, for 10 people, it would be $13. And we're going to put it on the menu for $5 at a food cost of 30%. Warm blue cheese dip. We're going to have, it costs $50 at $9 on the menu at a 30% food cost. The shrimp is one of our main entrees. It's, very garlic forward. So, we wanted to, showcase that. So that's why we're going to do a stainless steel white. And like I said, with having 60 options on tap at all time, that gives the customer, instead of saying the specific wine, just the type of wine that they could, try to pair with it.
Yeah. I like how you have the pairings with that.
Excuse me?
I like how you have the pairings.
Yes.
The wine pairings with that as well. That's really nice.
So here's one of our vegetarian dishes, a ginger mushroom summer roll. $61, for 10 servings. We're going to put it on the menu for $10 at a 30% food cost. Here's our fresh gnocchi with fresh tomatoes, green olives, and smoked mozzarella. So this one, it's really about the dish more than the pairing, because, it's got a red sauce from the tomatoes and stuff. So we didn't want to be too specific on what to pair with that one dish. Gotcha. And stuff. We're going to have it at $14 on the menu. One of the desserts, chocolate souffle. We really want to, showcase some of the Italian sweet wines that are out there. And we have it on the menu at $7. The food cost is just at 15%. Just because it's such a cheap product to make and stuff, that's why we have it
for
at
sure.
15.
No, I agree.
The butter pecan, brittle, we have it at $6 on the menu. The honey glazed apple pastry tart and stuff. We're going to pair with the sweet rose, have it for $9 on the menu at a food cost of $30. Here's the menu, the front of it. We added more items than the 9 that were on there. We start with the appetizers. We didn't, showcase by doing boxes and stuff, but, with the hot spot being, here and stuff, both of those items, have a good profit ratio. So that's why we, designed the menu that way. You have the charcuterie boards with, you can either get 1 item, 3 items, or 5 items, for the prices here. They'll also be served with fresh made bread, olives, honey, and fruits. And then we're gonna have 2 soups and 2 salads. We're gonna have a soup of the day that's not on here. The waiter will have to describe every day.
Nice.
And then on the back, we've got the main entrees. Got the price range of the high price with the shrimp, because it's Arizona. The cost is a little bit higher and stuff.
Yeah.
We've got 2 pizzas that we're gonna make. A local favorite of the Sonoran hot dog, and another vegetarian option of either the eggplant parmesan. And then lastly, some sweets. And then we'll have a completely separate menu for the wines. But because this class is focused on the food, I just did a food menu.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That is great.
All right. Well, thank you.
Congrats. That's awesome. Thank you. Hold on one sec. Let me write a few things down. Who wants to go next while I'm writing a few things down?
I'll go ahead, Chef.
Okay. Let me write a couple things. Cool.
Let me see what I can share with you guys. You guys see the menu?
We can. Thank you.
All right. So, first shout out to Gary and Marilyn. You guys' presentation was really awesome this morning, and everybody that presented yesterday, you guys did really good. So just a big kudos to you guys. My name is Dimitri Page Sr., and welcome to Dos Buches, an American cuisine, all-American style cuisine, excuse me. And the name Dos Buches is actually a spin off of my wife, who is also a chef. Both of our childhood nicknames, and we come from 2 different demographics. So for both of us to have the same nickname and then get married and find out, that ended up being a real cool thing. So we made a theme off that. Then before I dive into this menu, I'm gonna give you a little background story of me and my wife. We also own a food truck in Fairbanks, Alaska, Tier Mars Mobile Cuisine and Catering. And the Tier Mars is a spinoff of our children's name combined. So we're going to recreate that with another food truck here in the Central Texas area. So we went from Tier Mars, now rebranded to Dos Buches. Went from Midwestern cuisine to an all-American cuisine. So let's dive right into it.
Nice.
For the starters, we have a nice jumbo firecracker shrimp, a jumbo mozzarella stick, and a jumbo chicken parm bite. Now, the elegance of what we are doing here, and it's going to sound like I'm giving it to you guys out of order, but it all comes full circle towards the end.
Cool.
So we have jumbo. On wheels, and a lot of people like to say that their food reaches a certain point, but we actually have the customer reviews from previous trucks to back that up. So with our concept in the all-American style, our mission statement is to provide an extraordinary upscale taste experience in a swift fashion. And going back to why it was priced that way, when I say swift, we're making transactions every 45 seconds. So we don't want to waste time trying to figure out how much money is going in and out. We know it's going to be the $10 transaction, a $15 transaction, or $8 transaction. And when we say jumbo, I understand we are both from the Midwest. We're from Cleveland, Ohio. So we heard the legend that everything is bigger in Texas. So we're taking Jumbo to the next level. If you notice to the left of the menu, there's a QR code. Unfortunately, I'm unable to show you guys during this presentation, but if you were to scan that code with your phone, the whole world lights up. You will see the pictures and the awesome savory descriptions of the items. And I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys that experience for this presentation, but I'm sure I'm cross paths with you guys in class and you will be able to see it once we get into these live labs. But back to the presentation. Jumbo, I mean, shrimp bigger than my foot, and I wear a size 12. You know, most
That's
golden,
awesome.
crispy mozzarella sticks you've ever tasted, and some jumbo chicken parm bites, and everything is made from scratch. So we dive into our entrees. All right, so we wanted to focus on our timeliness, but also something that's going to send your taste buds into a freaking universal transformation, like something you bite into that you just want to keep biting forever. So we're gonna start you off with a honey glazed salmon over bedded rice, and the honey glaze is the signature. And I have to give all the credit to my wife. That's actually her own recipe and her own secret too.
Nice.
So I give all credit to her, but I did steal it for this project. Then we're gonna slide in some stuffed chicken breast, and I can show you on the cost card. It's a really effective entree to make. One, because we're using ingredients that other items on the menu have, so it's able to keep the price down. But also because the simplicity of two chefs who are intertwined as garlic hummus, and then bedded with a bunch of veggies and wrapped to perfection. All entrees are going to be $15, flying out the window. And then our dessert. Now, typically you have either a lunch truck or a dessert truck, maybe an ice cream truck. We're going to give you a gourmet dessert experience on wheels as well. So we have a jumbo ice cream sandwich. Like I said, everything is made from scratch. So it is our own ice cream recipe. And then if the ice cream sandwich, if that just doesn't get you over the hump in a nice hot day in Central Texas, we're gonna knock your taste buds off with some fried ice cream. And
Nice.
and guys, I if you are in the Killeen, Harker Heights, Cove area, then I have to let you try these because these fried ice cream balls are amazing. And then we finish it up with a double fudge brownie sheet. The sheet serves 6 to 8 slices if you break them down. I'm not the best baker per se, but my wife enjoys it, and that double fudge is just to die for, especially on a nice, cool fall night with some hot chocolate by the fireplace. You know, it's
Nice.
it's really great. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys the experience of the QR code because that would have made the presentation really pop. But I am gonna attempt to show you the so I got the cost cards. Like I said, every ingredient I use, at least 75% of the ingredients I use were able to be moved and used for a different recipe. Very season influence, just the salt, pepper, and garlic really just takes it over the top of most of the recipes. But we really pride ourselves on cooking by smell. When we're in live labs with be able to let you guys taste this stuff.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, chef.
You did a great job. Thank you.
You.
All right. You write down a couple things. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Roy, all right. Right. All right, Roy, whenever you want to go, you can go.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, can you all see that?
Yes. Oh yeah, I can center.
Okay, so the name of my restaurant is Taru, and I'm trying to just give some Caribbean vibes here. So the concept is a West Indian fusion restaurant that will focus on delivering an island culinary experience in the heart of Texas. The name Taru is derived from the Hindi word for palate, which is pronounced taru, or in some dialects, talu. And we don't know what a roux is. My mission is to make each visit an experience that our guests won't forget. Um, we aim to excite our customers' taste buds in a way that will take them to an island in the Atlantic, all while in the middle of Texas. Oh, another side note, like it's also an Indian word because my grandfather is Indian, so I just wanted to throw a little bit of my
Nice.
there. My target customers are mainly like couples, young professionals, families, and middle-aged customers, because I think they're the type of people that would really enjoy this. And then the aesthetic would kind of be, more of an island vibe, like broadleaf fans, wooden tables, kind of more like driftwood, that type of thing. Um, and then just my menu here. So what I did for the menu, I costed out all of the entrees. Everything else, honestly, I really didn't cost out, but I think they're pretty fair prices. So, we all did the 30% adjustment, but I have some things in the menu that I raised the price even higher because they're still fair, but they'll deliver a decent amount of profit. While with other things, they couldn't give that much profit just because of the cost right off the bat. So I have a couple things here, like pineapple chicken. It's just something that's kind of light. It has like a nice sauce, whatever the case is. When I costed this out, it came out to about $3, $4 per person. So I went ahead and moved that price up because I think that that's something that would be popular, but it's also, uh, like I said, still a fair price, and it would drive some extra profit for me. Um, Pepper pot, and this is the national dish of Guyana, which is where my parents are from. It's a sweet and savory stewed beef. A lot of times, like people use oxtail, but the oxtail tends to be more expensive and also more fatty. So we wanted to go with stewed beef because it's a little healthier and also not crazy expensive. Uh, I'm not going to go through every single menu item here, but I wanted to point out like the lamb chops down there. I know like you don't really want to have a dog on your menu, but I think if I had one, it may be this one, because there might not be such a large amount of people that are into that. The flavor is a little more gamey, especially the longer that you taste it. But however, in most Caribbean restaurants, they typically would offer like some type of goat uh, dish. So the lamb chops are less gamey, and I think that they might be able to go off if people like them. Um, the $30 price point, we're sitting right at the 30% increase so that we could at least make some profit on it. But I really didn't want to have anything over that on the menu. Um, we had to have some type of seafood, and I love fried tilapia, so you could get it fried, stewed, Or then I also have the salted cod and provisions. And provisions are basically ground vegetables, things like juca, edos, sweet potatoes, not the orange yams, but the actual white sweet potatoes. And this is also kind of costly because it's just straight vegetables and fish. However, this is like a staple of like the working man's island diet. So I think it would be great to have on there. And, you know, that might be a sink or swim dish also, but
Yeah.
definitely worth it to have it on there. I'm gonna go over to appetizers. Doubles are from Trinidad. So there's like basically like this fluffy wrap that they fry, and then they add these curried chickpeas and like a tamarind sauce on top of it. Very, very delicious. I think everyone's familiar with samosas. And then jerk chicken wings. That's just they're just bomb. I love making them.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we have our
Great
side show.
job.
Thank you. Okay, yeah. Oh, last thing, the house drink. So I didn't add any alcohol to any of these, but it would easily be able to add like rum or vodka to the Pineapple Express. Also probably vodka to the Lime Wash, but I figured since it's a startup business, might not want to go ahead and do a liquor license right off the bat. You know, I did some research and they can get really, really pricey in the Austin area. But we'd also offer fountain drinks. All right, and that's all.
Oh, dude, you rock. That was awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Who wants to go next?
I can go next, Chef.
Who's Alan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go for it. You know what? Let's see. You're gonna need to stop sharing, Roy. Cool.
All righty, let me try this. How do I?
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so Brick and Motor, the name that I came up with, it's a wood-fired pizza truck. So we will have the wood fire brick oven in the back is a concept, hence the name Brick and Motor. So the initial concept was to have wood-fired pizza here in the Lago Vista area. And I'll show you why I chose the pizza truck. But looking from a cost perspective, didn't want the cost of having a lease in the building there. I'd rather have an asset with the truck from a tax perspective. But we'll have pizzas that consist of regular and gluten-free with small serving desserts for folks as they come on up. And ideally, we'd like to cater to the local farmers and ranchers buying the produce and the meats from them, if at all possible, as long as it's cost effective. So having that from the initial concept, we'll go to the market results and show you what we did there. So wanted to determine if it was feasible or not to set up a business here in the Lago Vista area. And we're located on the north shore of Lake Travis, in the gateway of the Hill Country. So I reached out to three sources: Department of Transportation, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Economic Director for Lago Vista, and found some interesting results. Because we're in a rural area out here and we're growing about 8.5% a year, one of the big things from the research was that we don't have too many restaurants out here. So we're exporting. People are going into the Cedar Park area mostly to get their food from dining experience outside of the Lago Vista area, and that totals to $17.4 million. So there's a need here in Lago Vista. And so once we determined that, it was a matter of who's the competition. And so the competition within a 10-mile radius, we have 2 Domino's pizza chain stores owned by the same proprietor here in Lago and in Jonestown, which is about 3.5 miles away to our east. And then we have one more pizzeria called Rounders in Jonestown. All of these are gas oven. I believe that, to me, I prefer the taste of a wood fire brick pizza versus a gas oven pizza that you get from a chain store there. So that's why we also went with the wood fire brick pizza. Also discovered there's 3 designated economic development zones in Lago Vista. And I know this may be hard to see, but Lago Vista, we're on a peninsula there in on Lake Travis or the Colorado River. And right here is 1431. And the significance of that is it is the gateway between, if you want to travel east to the west on the north side of Lake Travis. You also have, Highway 29, but that's miles above. So the fastest way to get from east to west or vice versa is traversing 1431 if you're going to take the north side of the lake. So it's canalized. So that's why I reached out to Department of Transportation, was to identify how many vehicles per day was traveling through the Lago Vista area. And I'll show that to you in a second, but there's 3 zones, one here on 1431, and our main thoroughfare in Lago Vista, which leads to the lake, is Loman's Ford. That's one. And then on Loman's Ford, there's zone 2 and zone 3 respectively. So tailoring it down now to who do we want to try to target and get an understanding of who's in Lago. We have an annual growth of 8.5%, roughly 14.6 thousand vehicles per day travel through here.
Wow.
And the other
Wow.
significant thing about the Lago Vista area is we get a lot of folks coming in to travel to go to the lake. So between that, the local residents, and the gateway of Farm to Market, Highway 1431, that zone 1 is probably the ideal area where we want to set up a truck. The other 2 sub-slides that you see within there is what the median household income is effective 2019. And down here, I thought it was just interesting to show by households, the percentiles, the number of housing units that we have, and the average housing cost. And then also that we have a consistent blue collar, white collar jobs that are here. So with the pizza market, we're really tailoring to anybody who likes pizza. And ideally, anybody who likes pizza that's not the gas oven, chain store, shake and bake, push it through. It's having a good quality pizza and at a good price. So with the recipes that we provided based on chef's guidance there, these were the appetizers, and we also had a couple sub recipes. We had a marinara sauce, and you see new on there because I originally submitted where they were made from scratch. But after looking at the costing of those, I looked then at what could we do. So I went and looked at the foods that sell the number 10 cans, and they have different styles, but this is based on the upper quality of marinara sauce or ranch dressing that's available, which brought the cost down significantly. And as long as the quality's there, I'm going to use whatever is cheapest to maximize the profit. So you see the cost breakdown structure. We have basically a cheesy bread roll and a pepperoni roll. And that recipe is basically a 9-inch by a 3-inch roll that they have there. So you see the costs.
Yeah. and I really liked how you figured out about the tomatoes and tomato paste, or canned tomatoes and all of that, because that really does affect your price.
It did significantly. And the other thing too is the amount of time. Time is money, right? So
yes,
to prepare all of that, that's just additional savings in and of itself. So we have four key types of pizzas. We have the classic cheese, we have the works, which is supreme equivalent. We have the meat madness, and then we have the veg out. And so you can see the ingredients, how they're broken down. The other reason why I chose pizza was because a lot of the things you're using one ingredient for multiple things. So again, from a storage perspective, back end, to me, it was a little more cost-effective solution. We also have the gluten-free pizza, also the itemized toppings for when they create your own. And then the pizza sauce you see is new. Again, that significantly brought our costs down from there. Finally, we have the desserts. We have a chocolate pudding and a pecan pie tart. And the cost of those are very, very small. So the profit margins are very high on those. And I'll have the pricings here in a second. Same thing with the whipped cream. Originally had that as making it from scratch, but from the time and the cost, this was a more effective solution overall. So those are our three categories: the appetizers, the entrees, and the desserts. Here is our menu. And so if I was going to create this, when I did the website, I would also have them do a new logo, but for the purpose of the exercise, this will suffice. But it's a one sheet menu. Also, the reason why that is we're going to have this on a poster board that's on the side of the truck, so people can hopefully easily read that. And so when you see the cost breakdown of everything from the dipping sauce, pepperoni, I stacked everything up higher that was from the pizza perspective, that was more profitable. So the works is our least profitable. We're making a profit, but it's our least profitable that we have there. Going back to the theme of the local produce and or meats, if you look at the pecan pie tarts, we're going to use the pecans from San Saba, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Try to appeal to that. And then with the drinks, a variety of sodas mixed with some bottled water there. At some point could add alcohol, but again, don't want to overwork the process there.
Yeah.
And then finally, in conclusion, based on that data, I believe it's favorable to create a wood fire pizza truck business there, attributed to the influx of people, the growth that's within Lago Vista, and the high vehicle moving through. And then I believe our price is cost effective in comparison to Rounders as well as Domino's. I think we're going to be very competitive to provide that experience for those folks and a better tasting pizza. So with that, that's all that I have, Chef.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. And I'm glad you went and talked to the transportation people and all of that. That really, those are things that if you're gonna want to make money, that's what you want to. You need to find out how many people travel back and forth and all of those things. So you did a great job. All of y'all have been doing a great job, but that is great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
I can go ahead, Chef.
Okay, while you're getting set up, I need to run and close my door because my dog just came in and I feel the cold air coming out. Give me 1 second. Be right there. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so share screen.
And then after your presentation, I'm going to give about 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and finish it up.
Okay. Okay, do you guys see this?
We do. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, so my name's Ayana and my restaurant is called let me show you guys the logo. So the logo is gonna be like that. It's gonna be called Flower Child. And then let me go back. So then the concept is going to basically, I want to run a youth summer camp and teach them the farm to table cooking methods for about 2 weeks. And then, so yeah, my summer camp will teach kids like nutritional farming and introducing them to like kid friendly recipes and things like that. It's going to be based on like private acres. So I kind of want to like, since I'm going to have that going, I kind of want to have a restaurant also when it's like off season, and it's going to be like a cannabis infused restaurant. The restaurant will offer multiple cannabis infused dishes and desserts. And then this will bring like a new like cannabis dining twist to wherever it's based in. And then so my mission statement is basically that we're going to teach the youth fundamentals of farming and cooking while introducing the city to new ways of cannabis infused dishes with farm to table ingredients and fresh spices, and then introducing the city to a new twist of cannabis dining. So then my demographics is going to be of obviously people that's 420 friendly and enjoys eating cannabis infused foods. The target audience will also have like a munchy appetite, I would say. So then I like thought of a lot of like snack foods and like things that I kind of crave when I am high.
Using cannabis. Yes.
Basically, and then so yeah, the age limit is going to be like 21 and over, just to play it safe, and so it's going to be like older crowd, um, and then I want to give it like about $2 to $3 signs because I kind of want like a diverse crowd as well. I don't want like a really upscale restaurant, but I also want like to bring in the money too at the same time. And then yeah, so then I also want like a trendy relax vibe, people to feel at home, and then yeah, once again, that's the logo. It's going to be Flower Child, and then that's the menu. With the menu cost, I kind of kept it even as well, so I wouldn't like, so people kind of know like straightforward what they're looking at for their pricing. um But yeah,
Nice.
there's some starters, infused garlic mushroom, the stoner mac and cheese balls, fried Brussels sprouts with broccoli, the cannabis onion rings, and then I got some specialties. Those are like more so the main dishes, the bigger dishes, and then some drinks. There's two drinks. There's with infused cannabis vodka, excuse me. And then yeah, two desserts as well that are infused, loaded brownies. Can't go wrong with brownies, and then cheesecake. So yeah, pretty
Nice.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. All right. So let's take about a 15-minute, let's say 10-minute break. And then we'll be back at right at 7:10. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Good to go.
And then we'll finish it up and we'll be done for the day. So let's take 10 minutes and we'll come back. See you in 10. Hey, guys. Are y'all there?
Yes, Chef.
Hey,
Yes, Chef.
it's gonna be at 7:15 before we get started, okay?
Okay, Chef.
All right, sorry, guys. I gotta take my daughter to school real quick, and that's 5 minutes. I'll be right back, okay? 7:15, we'll start back.
All right, Chef.
All right. Who wants to go next? Y'all there?
I'm here, Chef.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. We've got a few more people. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Bueller. Walker. We got Webb, Walker, Nicholas. Anybody else? Who has not gone?
I haven't went yet, Chef. I'm trying to get it together because I'm using a different computer right now.
Okay. All right. I think I've got a couple people are not here. I think it's just you right now that I see that's on here that hasn't gone yet. Do you need help? Do you want to share? Do you want me to share it, or did you send it to me?
Yes, I did send it to you. Only thing is there were some things that were
Oh no.
deleted on my
Okay.
end.
Okay. All right then. Well then, do you want to just send it to me?
Yes, give me 1 second, Chef.
Okay. I mean, like you can send it or you can share it yourself, whatever you want to do.
Hey, Chef, how's the weather out there in Austin?
Man, it is gorgeous. It is beautiful outside right now, man. It is. Let's see if I can show. Well, I can't really even show. Sorry, but it is gorgeous out there. Where are you at?
I'm down in Harker Heights.
Parker Heights. Nice, nice.
It's pretty nice over here. It should be a pretty nice day.
All right. Well, if we're waiting on a few, just like one person, let me just talk to y'all, and I'll finish the kind of my speech, and then once that one person gets ready, we'll be ready. All right. So, guys, I hope you got a lot out of this class. I hope, by your presentations, it seems like y'all got a lot out of this. You got a lot of good information. The one thing this class does is it makes you realize that it takes a little bit more than just cooking to make money. You got to be smart about it. You got to look at all of these things to be successful. And and I feel like if you got all of this information, save it, keep it, remember it. And I would always suggest there's that book, the Book of Yields, and I can't find my book yet, but or I can't find it. Hold on, let me find.
I bought the digital version of it, but they didn't have a hardbound version.
No, now I think the digital version's pretty cheap, cheaper than the hard, but I got it on Amazon. Um, the book that I got.
I got mine from Amazon, the digital
Yeah.
version from.
And they didn't have a hard copy.
No, they
That
didn't.
sucks, man. Well, when I get back to the school, I will make sure I Xerox the whole book and I will give you a copy of it. All right. But again, never stop learning, guys. Please never stop learning. Always read, educate yourself, and just keep learning. That's all I have to say about that. And always remember, guys, you pay my salary. You put food on my table. You clothe my two daughters. You buy everything for me. You pay for everything. So that means I work for you, right? So whatever it is, and even if you're not in my class anymore, you still have my email address. You still have my phone number. You can always call me and contact me because I work for you, guys. Whatever it is, just remember we work for you, and I'll do whatever it takes to get you to understand it and to be successful. I hope you got you got a lot out, but it was really nice meeting y'all. I can't wait to actually physically meet y'all in person. We'll kind of and y'all probably will have me in a cooking class eventually, because I teach most of the cooking classes when I'm on ground. So other than that, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for waking up every single morning at an ungodly hour of the morning and being here and being attentive and asking lots of questions. Y'all made this class fun. So thank you. Y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions, problems, concerns, anything that y'all want to discuss or say before we kind of finish it up?
Yes, I did. I forgot to say I live here in Killeen, and there's no vegan restaurants here. So that's why I want to open one here, because we have to travel like 30 minutes to an hour, which is Temple, and then to Austin just to get vegan food. So I'm looking forward to being one of the first pioneers to open up a vegan restaurant here.
Well, you know what? When you do, or if you need help or anything, you do not lose my phone number, okay?
Okay.
Because I will be your first customer. I will be your, I will do whatever it is. I will be there.
Okay.
For
Thank
sure.
you so much.
I will support you for sure.
Thank you.
Of course. And any of y'all, if any support you need, guys, I'm here. I'll be your first customer. I will be your whatever. I'll be your guinea pig. So other than that, guys, any questions, problems, concerns, any issues we have?
It's been a pleasure, Chef. I really appreciate everything you've taught us so far. Can't wait
Thanks.
to
He's a great chef.
Thanks.
And
And
a great teacher.
thank you. I try my hardest, so I appreciate it. I will have grades posted by tomorrow, but I don't like to post them the day of, just because I want to make sure if people have missing items, they will be able to give it to me. So please make sure you go through the portal, and you just make sure you've completed all of the little sections that you need to complete. And do not forget, if you take a picture of the completed survey, I think it just says completed or whatever else, you email it to me. I will give you 5 extra points on the extra credit thing, and you'll see I opened up the extra credit portion, and I did put everybody got 100 for that written final exam. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I wrote that down, or I fixed that yesterday. So everybody, since the final exam did not show up and we were having issues, everybody got full credit for your final exam. We good?
This is great, Chef. Thank you.
All right, guys, y'all have a great long weekend. Don't forget, class starts on Monday. Your new class. Y'all have a good day. Be safe.
Take care.
Get out of here.
We'll miss ya.
Have a good
Yeah, I'll miss y'all too. I'll come see y'all.
Hey, Chef, I know it just two of them just came up. If you still want me to present it to you.
Yeah, I would love for you to present it to me.
Okay, so really
Or do you want to just email it to me and I can just look at it, or would you like to present it?
I can still explain it to you because the menu is basically based on like a night and day type of thing. It's two different things.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Share it. Do what you need to
Okay,
do.
so the name of it is called Greedy Eats. It's all based around my grandmother because I grew up around her, and actually she was in the kitchen cooking a lot. And the concept is basically catering and food truck business based around Southern comfort food that customers can't get enough of. The mission statement is to be able to incorporate different styles of Southern cuisine, not just Texas or Louisiana based, because when you think of Southern, a lot of people always just think of Texas and Louisiana, which there are other Southern states that are out there. And also to expand many different tastes and unique flavor profiles each ingredient carries. I want Greedy Eats to be known as the food that your grandmother and great grandparents enjoyed cooking. They brought family together that left your bellies full. So I'm going to get ready to show you just part of the menu and kind of explain it because, like I say, it's a night and day.
Yeah,
Since
of
I'm on a
course.
different computer, I couldn't get both of the menus together. So I had to, like, right now kind of like throw in some items that's going to be kind of perfect, like pertains to both the menus.
That's fine.
Mhm. Can you see that screen?
I can, yeah.
Okay. So really about this, it's the catering business is more pertaining to a crowd like dealing with brunches or different type of events like weddings or anything like that. But my main focus is really like Sean and who else? It was one more person that was incorporating THC. I think it was Miss DeLandria.
Yeah.
So mine also be something like that as well, because it's pertaining to basically like different night scenes and day scenes. So on here you will see the
Gotcha.
appetizers as the crack and cheese waffles is basically a cheesy waffle with macaroni and cheese and different type of cheese sauces. The Jamaican Me Please is with the wing and drumettes marinated in different Jamaican spices. But those two items will also basically are mainly infused as well. The menu is basically like around Get in My Belly, like I said, was pertaining to around my grandmother. So a lot of it, like the Get in My Belly and the Eat Baby Eat, I can further explain that to you. So when we was little, every time we would go back for seconds, she was always say, "Oh, you know, you're greedy." That's why I got the name Greedy Eats from. And if you're getting too much, it's basically she would just like when you come back with something else, she would be like, "Eat, baby, eat." So that's just something that basically pertains to me.
Oh, that's funny.
So this is all based around her. Like she's no longer here with me right now.
Mhm.
And the drinks is called Greedy Sippers. So the drinks are basically flavored teas with basically pureed fruit or seasonal fruit in that at that time, but it will also be infused drinks as well. So I'm actually working with someone on learning how to incorporate the infused THC inside of those drinks along with the food.
Oh, nice.
Going back up to the menu, the Get in My Belly. So the chicken and spinach and creamy parm is the grilled chicken breast with fresh spinach over a bed of garlic mashed potatoes with Parmesan cream sauce. And the shrimp and grits is actually like one of my favorites. There's one more I wasn't able to get on here, and it's called the oxtail and cheese grits that
Mm.
I actually
That sounds
started.
good.
It actually is if you make the oxtails perfectly. If
Yeah.
not, it could kind of not be so good.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like basically a bowl of grits with smoked Gouda and cheddar cheese with seasoned grilled shrimp, and the garlic butter salmon with lemon asparagus, the 4-ounce salmon grilled to perfection, served with asparagus and lemon butter sauce. On there, you would actually see it's really not a price on there because salmon can depend on the different prices of where you can get it from. That's why I just put the market value.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the Eat Baby is concerned with the desserts. A lot of desserts I couldn't put on here. And a few of these, like you would see the French toast with Hennessy glaze and the red velvet waffle. Now, the red velvet waffle is going to be, it's not like an actual Belgian waffle. It's more of like the 4 mini waffles that you would actually get, and those would be infused as well.
Gotcha.
The French toast with Hennessy glaze, I actually tried making it. It actually comes out pretty good if it's actually made properly and you do not burn the Hennessy glaze, because once you do, it kind of like destroys the whole flavor of the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So far that is on your food. And really my nighttime scene is really basically more on the infused type of menu.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Good job.
So I wish I would have been able to get more on there within this time, but dealing with 2 different computers, I had to kind
Yeah.
of rush and put it together.
No, you did great. Thank you. You did amazing. Good job. Good job. Could you just send that to me? All right. Well, then I guess we are done. Guys, thank you. It's
I
been
have
real.
a quick question.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
I have not received the books for my next classes. Do you know who I should contact?
Yes. Let me. Hold on one second.
Because I start World History and Culture and Professional Communications on Monday, and I'm assuming that at least one of those classes has a book. I'm
Need
thinking.
a book. Yeah. All right. What I would do is I'm going to give you a number. Oop. Hold on a second. Okay. The person's name is Stan, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
And the phone number is 512-751-7006. And his name
Okay.
is Stan Holt. That's who I would call.
All right. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Have a great afternoon or morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Chef. Thank you.
Bye. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. I'm about to send you an email now that I completed the survey as well.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye, guys.
You too, Chef.